The Mask of Ndugu, an African tale of mystery, adventure, violence, and victory. Long ago, deep in the emerald heart of the Congo Basin, there was a village called Ndugu, a place whispered about but rarely visited. The villagers said the forest there breathed with the voices of the dead and walked with the feet of gods. At its center stood a temple carved from living rock, where a powerful relic lay hidden, the Mask of Ndugu. Legends claimed the mask was carved from the skull of a fallen god and soaked in the blood of kings. It granted power beyond imagining, but only to one of true lineage. Generations ago, when war tore through the land, the mask vanished, and Ndugu disappeared from maps and memory. But memory is a stubborn flame. In a trading town near Kisangani, a girl named Achieng listened to an old griot sing tales of the mask. She was no ordinary girl. Her eyes gleamed like river stones, and her skin bore a strange birthmark, the symbol of Ndugu, though she didn't know it. She was an orphan, raised by the griot after raiders torched her village when she was a child. Her past was dust, her future uncertain. But lately, her dreams had shifted. In sleep, she wandered through endless forests. She heard drums without drummers. Voices called her by a name she had never spoken, Nyana wa Ndugu, daughter of Ndugu. One morning, her foster father, the griot, pulled her aside. He was old and dying, his voice thin as smoke. "The past is coming for you," he said. "It's time you knew the truth." He showed her a map inked across his back, ancient symbols, rivers that no longer flowed, a path into the jungle where Ndugu had once stood. The mask, he believed, was calling her. But others would seek it too, mercenaries, warlords, and those who thirsted for power, not legacy. So Achieng packed her blade, her bow, and a few relics passed down from her ancestors, and vanished into the green sea of the forest. The Congo jungle was no place for the weak. It was alive in every sense, breathing, watching, listening. Days bled into nights as Achieng hacked through vines, crossed rivers thick with crocodiles, and dodged the traps left by ancient guardians. She traveled with a companion, Musa, a man who claimed to be a guide but had eyes too quick and a smile too smooth. One night, as they sat by the fire, Achieng asked, "Do you believe in gods?" Musa chuckled. "I believe in gold. And I believe that whatever is behind this mask is worth killing for."
She should have known then.
But trust is a slow poison. As they neared the ruins of Ndugu, they found signs, totems hanging from trees, ancient carvings of a woman wearing a mask, animals bowing before her. The vision from Achieng's dreams. The face in the carving was hers. Then came the attack. A band of militia thugs, led by a ruthless warlord named Kuda, ambushed them in the night. Gunfire tore the silence. Musa fled. Achieng fought like a lioness, taking down 3 men before being knocked unconscious. She woke up in a cage. Kuda stood before her, amused. "You're the girl everyone's talking about," he said. "The jungle seems to like you. But I don't need its approval.
I'll wear the mask.
I'll be king." Achieng smiled, blood in her mouth. The mask chooses. It doesn't beg. Kuda struck her, but she did not break. With the help of a young boy among the captives, Kama, whose village had also been razed, Achieng escaped. Together, they trekked deeper into the ruins, following old songs sung in whispers. The temple was real, overgrown but proud. A stone colossus, with stairs descending into darkness. Inside, torches flickered to life on their own. The mask awaited. Floating above a stone altar, it radiated heat and cold all at once. It was carved with faces, smiling, weeping, screaming. And before it stood a creature of smoke and bone, the masked guardian, part spirit, part beast, with the voice of 1,000 ancestors. Only one of the blood may wear the mask, it said, and only through trial. The trial was brutal. Visions, nightmares. Achieng faced her past, her village burning, her mother falling. She relived the betrayal of Musa, the cruelty of Kuda, the helplessness of her childhood. But she did not falter. She sang the lullaby her mother used to hum. She stepped forward. The guardian knelt. She placed the mask on her face. Power surged through her. The jungle trembled. The air grew thick with spirits. When Kuda and his men arrived at the temple, laughing and ready to claim the prize, they were met not by a girl, but by a storm. The forest came alive. Vines struck like whips. Shadows pulled men into the dark. Animals, lions, snakes, even insects, moved as one, obeying her silent command. Kuda fired his rifle, but the bullets turned to ash in the air. Achieng, no. Nyana Ndugu walked down the steps, her feet not touching the ground. With a wave of her hand, the earth swallowed Kuda whole. The violence that birthed her had ended, but not with rage, with justice. Achieng did not return to the world of cities and traders. She stayed in the forest. She rebuilt Ndugu. Villages that had been afraid to hope began to whisper again, of a woman with eyes like rain and a mask of god bone. A guardian, a queen, a myth made flesh. And in the deep heart of Africa, where the spirits still dance in the trees and the rivers remember your name, the story of the Mask of Ndugu is told by griots beside fires. A story of mystery, of adventure, of blood spilled and honor reclaimed. A story of a girl who found her name and never gave it back.